Namaskar. The BJP has a problem taking care of its own. West Bengal results came out in early May, and the kind of violence that was unleashed on BJP rank and file, especially their women, of whom several have been molested and in some cases raped, has not been acknowledged by the party. In fact, they did not even stand with the party workers to ensure that they were not threatened while seeking the due process of law. For instance, filing an FIR on the accused. In PGurus and elsewhere, many videos have surfaced where members of a minority community who are in effect TMC goons have threatened BJP workers and told them to leave their wives with them if they want their property back. A 303-member Lok Sabha majority should make BJP have a strong spine. Yet, we see instance after instance the party as well as the government ignoring the cause of its workers. We're still waiting to hear what action has been initiated on the AAP thug Tahir Hussain, who had stocked petrol bombs and acid pouches. Hussain had made several calls to Arvind Kejriwal in the hours before arson that started on February 24, 2020, when President Donald Trump was visiting India. And we still have no clue as to what kind of punishment will be meted out. In fact, some say Tahir Hussain is a Bangladeshi national. By now, all the perpetrators should be facing long prison sentences, but nothing of that sort has happened. Instead, Delhi police gets a known corrupt Gujarat cadre IPS officer as its commissioner. Yesterday, when the case of Bengali women being molested came up for hearing in the Supreme Court, the counsel from the center was a no-show. He was missing. The government does not even want to discharge its basic duties. Why this apathy? Learn from the F20-run governments, guys. For taking care of their own, BJP should take a lesson from the F20 families-run governments. Be it the DMK or the TMC, their netas ensure that their vote banks are safe and pampered. Application of law is selective, biased and horrible. Take the case of journalist Kishore Swamy, who is still languishing in prison, charged for crimes that he committed. All he did was, quote, existing work. Even a tribunal that reviewed the case refused to see the truth. A Christian pastor that heaps abuse on Hindus, temples, Bharat Mata and the Prime Minister goes into hiding once complaints are filed and is caught while trying to flee the country. He is taken into custody and promptly admits himself into a hospital. Why can't the hospital treat the prisoner like an outpatient and send him back to jail? Now, there will be a medical certificate issued of a rare condition this lumpen suffers from, and that is it. Onwards to the next news cycle. There's worse to come. DMK directs a police official to pull down someone flying a saffron flag inside his house. This due to a complaint by a member of the minority community. The Tamil Nadu HR and CE minister wants to strip whatever little wealth that is left with the temples of the state. TN now has an economic advisory board consisting of some luminaries who will preach that the state government should sell temple gold and put it to good use. Not a whisper on church gold or mosque gold. And if someone asks, they are harassed. A la Kishore Swamy. As if all this is not enough, a popular Twitter personality is forced to leave the social media and go into hiding because the husband of an ex-external affairs minister threatens him. All this for stating the facts. And why are the Assam police and Mizoram police battling it out on the border? Because Assam wanted to build a temple on their land, and this land is disputed according to the Mizoram government. So what? Every day, dozens of mosques and churches are springing up all over India, and no one is objecting. How come the Union Home Minister is not reading the constitution to the Mizoram CM and ensuring that the temple is built? Why is the central government afraid to implement even the basic law and order that is essential to govern a country of 1.4 billion? If anyone knows the answer to this question, please send it in as comments. And lastly, if you're wondering why a US citizen is asking all these questions, guess what? All these will start happening right here in the US of A in a few years' time. The Democrats have swallowed the Congress playbook hook, line, and sinker. Let that sink in. Thanks, namaskar, and please subscribe to our channel.